All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me, Sincerely George, and I am so happy to be here. And this is going to be an epic update, more because of the information I'm going to share than because of how I speak or the live stream. And it appears that we have some great people in the stream today, and I just thought this would be an amazing update, so I definitely wanted to see some great people here. So I appreciate everybody who is here this morning. Let me get started with shout outs to the people that chose to show up, because wow, I just feel so excited. And I have to get my mic all straight. Needless to say, I did not take the time to, I've been invested in other things this morning. So first person here was me, because I had to, oh no, did I miss some people at the top? I think I did, no I did not. So we had the crypto camper. I did. You guys have already scrolled this off. Okay. Actually, it was David D that was the first one this morning. So good morning, David. Thank you so much for being here. You were there before I even got the proper slide set up. So we have Wind, we have the crypto camper, we have Matt Hamilton, David D. Who else? Research Omega. Fantastic to have all of you guys here, as well as the great Patricia. Who else do we have in the house? Who else? I've got a lot of stuff to cover. Peru Crypto, so happy you could be here. Nate, I have something to take up with you, for sure. That is for sure. James Merriweather, XRP Angel Connie, AJ, and Hike Around. Good morning, Hike Around. I've never seen you in here. Awesome to have you here. And Lionel, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I'm so grateful that you chose to show up today. I really want to share some important news with you, and a live stream is the best way. Needless to say, I am behind. There's always more that I want to share that I don't get a chance to share. And so I will be trying to do some things from memory in a little while. Let me move my coffee up a little bit. I will be trying to do some things from memory in a little while, because I also would like to give some shout outs to some people in the community. But without further ado, let's get to ragging on Nate. Nate, you've been behind on your job. Okay, this tip bot, you know, how much XRP have we raised? You are completely behind on this, and you're responsible for the website. So if you could just like maybe do your job a little bit better, because we have exceeded our goal for XRP raised for the XRP Community Fund by over 7,000 XRP. As of this morning, we are now at 17,614.14 XRP raised for the XRP Community Fund. And I am super excited about this. Super excited. Mic moment. Yes, I'm super excited about this because we've done it. And, you know, the raising of this XRP is actually due to some anonymous donations that we got last night. We got, I think, 5 anonymous donations. And I was out there doing the XRP ledger updates, because I was promised yesterday. I said I would go and do it and get everything reconciled so that everything would be ready. We were building up the giveaway, the giveaway interface so that people would be able to track what, what tickets were won during the event. But it was while I was doing that activity that I realized that we had actually exceeded our goal. And yeah, you can imagine me jumping up and down over here. So this is the big news that makes this an epic update. And this is awesome. There are people in our community that are doing great things to help move development efforts along, whether it be Wind, who is out there creating tutorials for people in the community so that they can pick up XRP development skills and get started. You have to add some additional skills to that, like JavaScript development and other things, but helping people get started. We have developers that are doing a lot of work at this point and are not being compensated in any way. So it's hoped that the XRP that we've raised for the XRP Community Fund will be utilized for the build out of payment related solutions that will help consumers and small businesses. Now this is really important because when we think about what Ripple is doing, they're implementing the Peanut Butter Manifesto. They're hyper focused on making sure that they can improve cross-border payments. And generally that's for larger organizations if you look at the partnerships that they've had. But if we want to be able to use XRP in lower level flows, if you want a widget that sits on your website and allows you to collect XRP instead of cash for something that you're selling, we need to build that out at a lower level. And so that's what the XRP that is raised by the XRP Community Fund goes towards. It goes towards helping with the build out of some of those solutions that Ripple or another startup may not work on. So I'm super impressed. I'm proud of our community for all of the work that we've done to reach this goal. And so to celebrate this, we're going to talk about who some of the presenters are that are going to be presenting towards the end of this, because we've had a lot of people step up and donate their time. You know, some people don't have a ton of XRP to donate, but they're donating their time to help us further the goal of raising XRP to help developers in our community. So this is fantastic. I actually saw a tweet yesterday where we were talking, where somebody was like, hey, you know, your code doesn't work proper. And, you know, I was like, hey, show me your GitHub repository where you've got code out there, because it's not easy to create production ready enterprise grade software. It requires a lot of testing. It requires, you know, strong analysis to make sure that you don't have any holes that will enable you to be attacked or hacked. And we're talking about people's money, and we're talking about you know, really controlling the way things happen and making sure that monetization happens in an effective way. So, you know, it takes time. It takes developers. We need more developers in this ecosystem working with us, helping us build out the future. And I'm really proud of everybody who has helped us reach this goal. And so let's keep moving on. Let's see it on the, let's look at Nixter's site here, right? Here it is. We've already sent 17,501 XRP to the XRP Community Fund. So Vite, you are here. I wanted to, I invited you so that we could tell you, and I know that there are a lot of people in this community that have stood behind this and have helped us reach this goal. And so I wanted to make sure that you would hear it, and hopefully this makes your Friday. Good Friday, you know, happy Friday update, and whoop, whoop, awesome. So really very grateful for everybody that has chosen to show up. Nate, I see that you're sweating out there. Yes, we have an update to make. We need to update the website to make sure that we are accurately reflecting the XRP that has been raised. So I was right. I know I've got the screen, you know, minimized here so that you can see, but we've had, you know, the fundraising effort has been amazing. We've had, you know, five deposits, right? And those are anonymous. I've been, you know, searching Twitter, like, where did they come from? Where's the message associated with it? But yeah, you know, somebody, you know, 5 different people donated $1,400 or 1,400 XRP yesterday, and we have received directly from the community via chips 3,500 XRP, which is awesome. We've been working on this for coming on to, you know, I guess 45 days. We have 29 days left, and so to that end, I have upgraded our goal. We are now going for the original 20,000 XRP. That is the goal. That's what we're chasing, and we are going to reach it. Sometimes you have to set a smaller goal to help people realize that the goal that you have is actually achievable. And as I said in an earlier live stream, and this was right when we were getting started, we'll set it at 10, but I expect us to reach 20,000. And if we reach 20,000 XRP, we will be giving away more giveaways. And so we currently have 10 limited edition groups that are scheduled to be delivered or to be given away to as prize giveaways during the event. And if we hit 20,000 XRP, actually since we're already over the 10,000, then that is being upgraded to 25 limited edition groups that will be given away. And you know, based on the polls that we've had, those groups are going to be of David Schwartz. I made an executive decision. I was like, we'll have one more poll to figure out if it's going to be Chris Larson or David Schwartz. But in regards to, you know, how David interacts with our community, how he helps our developers, that this is for the XRP Developer Fund, I decided that we would actually go with David Schwartz so that we could move that forward. So really awesome. The goal is a lot smaller now. All we need is 2,386 XRP to hit the goal. So I know we can do that. I already know we can. We have some matching donations already lined up, and we will start that next week when we are actually going through and talking about who all the presenters are that will be presenting the award. And you know, behind the scenes, I've been working with some really great names. I'm wondering if I can create. I want to tell you guys who's coming, because these people were here before we had massive success, and I consider exceeding our goal by over 70%. I think I have my math right. As being massive success. But it was the people that were here before when this was a twinkle in our eye, when 10,000 XRP was unreachable. Oh, you can't do that. And there were some naysayers. There's some people out there that potentially are not participating in this because of this, that, or the other thing. And, as I've told those people, please, and I don't know who they are, but please go make a massive donation to the XRP Community Fund directly, and I will know that, you support them, but you're against this. But it's coming here, right? It's coming here. So people are into this. People are in support of our developers, and that is really big. So let's keep moving on. We were on Nixer's page earlier. Now, I brought this video up because this video, which is 2 minutes, and is on Twitter, I want to play it because you hear me out here and I sound like a broken record that the XRP Community Fund is very, very important to what we're trying to achieve in our own community. And, I'm all for open source, and this is a problem whenever you're dealing with open source. And so I quote here, Bitcoin core developers are chronically underfunded, according to HOW 101 from Blockstream, although this may be changing as the industry grows. See the full interview at this link. So I'll give you guys the link so you guys can go, listen to him talk about that, right? So there's the full interview, but let's listen to the snippet that is there.
And developer funding, lack of developer expertise, and developer funding. Right now, in order to get contributors to like Bitcoin Core, people have to volunteer their time and effort, and for the most part, they don't get paid for it until much later into their contribution career. It takes quite a bit of time before you can get funding to really work on Bitcoin Core.
Right, certainly, I guess that is a key problem being faced when it comes to a decentralized network like Bitcoin, right? I mean, when you don't have a sort of central authority that can do hiring and firing and pay the bills, keep the lights on, as it were, Bitcoin as a decentralized network has the strength of all the strengths of a decentralized network, but also some of the issues that are faced in that sense. Is there any solution you could see to solving that? Is there a fund that can be set up, some way of making it so developers can be paid for their hard work in developing the Bitcoin network?
I mean, it's really just comes down to Bitcoin companies wanting to support Bitcoin by hiring developers to work on the open source software. And this is kind of what Blockstream does. We have a research team where some developers work on core and also on some other things, as well as many Blockstream internal stuff. And we have noticed that there are other companies doing this. For example, there's Chaincode Labs and Square Crypto, which are both companies that are really set up to just pay developers to continue to develop on Bitcoin. And so more companies.
All right, enough about their problems. We have our own problems. I have my own problems. You guys couldn't even hear me. Can you hear me now? Did you hear anything that I said? I hope you guys heard me. I clicked the button. I turned the mic on. I did everything else right this morning. So I hope you can hear me. We've exceeded our goals. If you've been watching the screen, we're at 17,000 and change in XRP. So can you hear me now? And I even tried to do the mic. I leaned in and I thought I heard myself even more because I have the earplug. Oh, goodness. One more thing I need to worry about. Okay, it's better. Okay. I think I was playing with this dial yesterday. I'm sorry, guys. Did you guys hear enough? Did you guys hear my excitement? All right, awesome. Thank you, Vitze. All right, so I hope you guys heard what he said. This guy is like, we have a difficult time finding developers. Not only are they not skilled, but they don't work for free. Totally on point. People don't work for free. Go and try and get your house painted. They will not come and paint it for free. Well, maybe your kids will paint it for free, but most people won't. And, this is the Litecoin donations list. They are looking for funds themselves, right? All donations directly fund Litecoin development and key Litecoin Foundation initiatives and are designed to drive awareness. Now, I know there's discussions out there in regards to, their funding and this and that, but I want to point this out, not because I'm ragging on Litecoin, but because when you're talking about open source software and you're talking about not receiving funding from a major corporation, this is how you get by, or you work nights and evenings after you finish your day job to build out something. So when we look at the donations that we have here, and I didn't invest a lot of time on this, but the last donation that they received based on their own information here was in May 26th, they received 80 cents. Okay. And the last sizable donation that they received was 521. And it was made by a mining company. And it was for $12,000 XRP, and another one by another mining company for $6,000. So really, the people that are benefiting the most from the system are the ones that are paying to keep it going. But are they really paying to build out the solution to be even better? Where is this where are these funds going? And then you start getting into an issue with transparency. So earlier you heard me talk to Mo from DevNull Productions, and the solution that he's been building out. He left his job at Red Hat to start a startup in the XRP space. And based on that, I want to listen to this video for just a short second, because he says some key things in here, and it relates to funding. Where is his funding coming from? And I hope I stopped it at the right spot, because I think why and how, where is his funding coming? The questions I want you guys to answer are, where is his funding coming from, and why is he getting his funding in that way? Let them know that I really like them. Just let them know. I think they're really cool, really cool, really cool.
I mean, so that's an interesting way of putting it. And I agree and I disagree, actually. So we work with Ripple Labs engineers. If you go to our GitHub, if you go to Ripple D on GitHub, the main software project driving the Ripple ledger, you will see contributions by DevNull Productions, the startup that I'm involved with, to enhance and to build the next generation of the technology. This is really important for us. We want to be involved at the ground level. We want to be contributing to the standards so that it drives the ball forward, but also so that we stay in touch with what is going on in the ecosystem. This gives us a very unique competitive advantage that other analytics firms don't have. There are no patches, for example, by Chainalysis or any of our competitors versus who treat XRP as kind of a second-class citizen versus Bitcoin and Ethereum, versus DevNull Productions, who we believe that XRP is the standard going forward.
Awesome. So what is your biggest frustration when working with the XRP ledger, or working with the tools that are put forward for the development community?
So before I answer that question, I just want to finish the last question.
Please.
We are independent of Ripple Labs, though.
Okay.
So
yes.
We don't have any financial ties or anything. And this is important for us because we want to maintain independent oversight in this ecosystem. When people come to us, we are able to say, we do not have any conflicts of interest. We are reporting on what's happening on XRP Ledger from a neutral third party. Now,
I'm sure there's a lot of people kissing their screen right now, just going, "Oh, Mo, that Mo." Mwah, 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 mwah. Stop kissing your phone. Stop it. Stop kissing your phone. So I'm hoping that these small videos that I've put out there help you understand a little bit more about why I am so excited that we have exceeded our goal. Now, 17,000 XRP seems like a lot. I would like to have my bags full of 17,000 XRP. But when we really break it down, and on this channel, we've talked before about how much a highly skilled blockchain or distributed ledger technology developer costs. They're in high demand. It is one of the highest areas, the highest career fields that has an issue with finding people, along with AI, machine learning. These high-tech roles, right, are very difficult to hire for, because you need people that have a high level of understanding of the technology and also love it in order to invest their heart and soul into it and not just be there for the money. So getting developers to, whether it be that they migrate from another solution or they grow up through the university blockchain research initiative and they've been taught about it in school and they're coming out into industry, whatever the case may be, we need to be able to have the funds needed to engage them and get them working on projects that are going to move solutions in our ecosystem forward. And so when we think about that, and we think about, a blockchain distributed ledger technology specialist or data analyst, right? So all of the stuff, all the pretty graphics that we have and the stuff that Mo is working on, and a lot of other things, highly skilled business analysts, project managers, et cetera, it gets expensive. Now, the XRP Community Fund is really not funding businesses. That's not their purpose. They want to give bounties being small amounts of money to build out solutions that meet the needs of, consumers and small businesses so that they can start using XRP in their payment flows. But when we think about where these people that we need to build these small solutions and are willing to take a token of appreciation, a small amount of XRP, they're already making boko bucks somewhere else. Why would they invest their nighttime hours to do something for us? So we need to have enough there to inspire them to say, yeah, I can do that. It might not, and do it in a concise amount of time. Let's not have a project of, 5,000 lines of code take 6 months like that. Nothing is more frustrating than that. So let's keep moving on. Again, we have exceeded our goal to raise XRP for the XRP Community Fund. Our original or the intermediate goal, like I said before, I originally had 20K in my head, but I didn't think you guys could embrace that. So I downplayed it to 10. And so we've exceeded our 10,000 XRP goal. We have 17,000 XRP, and we need another 2386 to reach the big goal that most people probably would not have been able to connect with. I know that we as a community can do that. I know that the matching donations that we have that will give you 2-for-1 tickets are going to help drive some new people to actually buy their ticket for the XRP community event. The XRP community event is shaping up to be something that is over the top amazing. It's a live event, and the reason that we want it to be live is because we really, we have 3 goals in this whole thing. We have demonstrating what transparency looks like, right? That is a number 1 goal, and transparency, integrity, really helping people understand how the two go hand in hand. And then the second one is to build awareness about the XRP Community Fund and the need for developers in our ecosystem, and then to raise XRP so that we can engage more developers. So those are 3 of our primary goals. And so to that end, this is a test site that we have right now, but we want to use software that's out there and available so that everybody can go test it themselves. So this site has been built. I actually have a nice little bit.ly link for it. And, this is the process that we're going to be using for our giveaways. And it doesn't look the best right now. It sort of got built at like 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's a good start, right? So down here on the top, on the bottom is the ticket tracker where everybody's tickets are loaded. So this is what I was getting updated last night. So we have all of the tickets. The highest number for tickets right now is 1881. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has bought tickets, because we would not be at this point right now without your donation. It's not about one big person coming in and making a donation, or a couple of big people coming in and making a donation. It's about us as a community supporting the build out of the solution that we truly believe in. If nobody builds it, there will be no solution. So I don't care how many people are talking about it. If we don't build it, there's nothing for them to come for, right? So as you see, we had the first ticket, which was bought by Danny Torres. 1116 is the first number in here. The maximum number is 1818, which is a great number to end on. I feel like my numbers are all in alignment right now. So we will draw tickets during the show, and the results are not showing up. I don't know what's going on. This is why we're testing it. This is why we're testing it with the community to make sure that it works. I think the results are there. They're just hidden. Anyway, sorry guys. Sorry. I need to turn this back down. I feel like I'm oh my goodness, it's red. Nate is going to kick my butt. I already know I'm going to hear from Nate. He teaches me about my speaker. He teaches me about my mouse and how that's grating on people. And he teaches me about the red bar over there. So I'm sorry. I heard it myself. I apologize. So, we will do the draw. Oh, there we go. It is there. It's just, it's not very, I think it's because my screen is, anyways. So as we're doing the drawings during the show, you will be able to see all of the tickets that are within this range, see what your ticket number is real time, and we will draw the tickets so that everybody can see full transparency who's winning, because we have awesome gifts. We have, limited edition goops. We have a painting by Danny Torres. We have XRP wallets. We have stickers. We have XRP community posters. We have augmented reality posters. And as I said before, if we exceeded 10,000 XRP, my personal XRP augmented reality poster, I would put that into the kitty. So we have 2 augmented reality posters to go out. All of this Ripple swag goes out to the people that are supporting our developers. And, I think the people who have made the donations are all about helping us as a community realize the importance of developer inputs. So I don't have my Bitly link handy. I do know what it is. I think I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Bitly. I love Bitly, but if I could have my own, that would be awesome. XRPC, XRPC, no. XRP test. Let's see. No. XRPC test. I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can go out and play with it. And if you think it's broken, I will share it though. I will get it out there because I need people to go out and test it. Do you think it doesn't work? I don't really care about what it looks like right now. I care more about the fact that you guys recognize that it works. So this random.org was actually created by Dr. Mads Hars of the School of Computer Science and Statistics at Trinity College in Dublin. And so, like I said, we're using a third-party random number generator that is highly respected, I guess, and utilized by a lot of different sites so that everybody can go and know that the code is not ours. And thank you everybody who has been voting. The voting is going awesome. So with that, thank you so much for listening. And I'm sorry I wasn't more interactive, but lots of great info, like lots of great things to cover. I need us as a community to go out and support our developers. And by just participating in this event, buying tickets, it shows support. It shows that we stand behind the work that they're doing. So let's go to the chat. Let's see who's here. And now I'm going to get interactive. So I want to hear what you guys have to say so that all of that gets included in the stream. I have to log off for the day. It's about an incredible turnaround, 5th level. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. See y'all next Thursday. Wow. Where is he going? Did he say? Oh my goodness. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Wiesvind. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you, Matt Hamilton, for also stopping by. It was awesome to have you here. And I know there were other people that I totally was out there. Please come, please come, please come. And so if you chose to come and show up today, greatly appreciate you. Silhouette Park Farms, laugh out loud. I thought you meant my kids. I don't know about your kids. What about your kids? Tell us. Notorious XRP, thank you so much for being here. So, I don't see any, I'm sure you guys put out great comments. I am watching the chat now. That was my, let's do this, people. But I want to draw attention to some people who believed in us before we actually became popular. Because success makes you popular, right? And so I'm going to be sending out a tweet about that. And I'm just writing down some names because I didn't make time. I went out and found that blockchain video. I had it saved. Sorry, people. Who else? I know I'm going to be missing people. Danny. So, and who else? All right, and then who else do we have? Sorry, guys. right, and we also have that. All right, so I want to call out, I know I'm going to be missing some people in here. So I reached out to, in regards to this event and in regards to trying to get this going, when I had this idea, as some of you probably heard me say before, I had this idea pretty much ever since the augmented reality poster came out, and before, when we were working on Bike in a Tutu, I had this idea. I knew this is where I wanted to get more involved. The XRP Community Fund had just come into my understanding, and I was like, that's what I want to raise XRP for. I want the entire world to be able to use this. And so the augmented reality poster was released, and when I bought mine, the first day it was launched, I bought two, one for fundraising for this. And so from about that point, probably mid-July, probably mid-July, I had been talking to people in the community about my idea that this is what I wanted to do, really saying, this is what I want to fundraise for. I care about the other charities, but this is what I really want to get behind because I think it supports the development of all of them. So from the get-go, some people who via DM supported me and really drove me forward. I want to call out RTB, Bubba Shipes, Tina Hall, Danny Torres, and Nate XRP. Also XRP Shine, before anything had really been developed, he had developed a website to really push us forward. In addition to that, Jungle Inc. has been a big supporter. He's been in on this ever since the beginning, really supporting me and offering sound advice. He has been very busy with all of his own personal work. So, it's often just coming in, checking in on things. At one point, I had said that I was not going to be including Vitse Wind in the whole, who's available for awards for some of these. And it's amazing, for Jungle, who is extremely busy. Let's get off this. Let's go somewhere else, you guys. It is very interesting information, but that information is coming out on Monday. So I need to have you guys excited about that. But when I was talking to, after that live stream, it's amazing because I went into a group chat where I have the people I just mentioned, and I was like, hey, how's everybody doing? And immediately all I see are bubbles across the bottom. And it's like, you've made a horrible decision. Don't go forward with this. And, through their guidance, and recommendation, the XRP Community Choice Awards was morphed back to exactly what it should be, XRP Community Choice Awards. And so I want to really call out these people for being my sounding board. And when things seem to get me down, really there to support me and motivate me and, wind me up and send me out, right? I also want to give a shout out to Goop, XRP Crypto Stickers, and I'm not going to get this right, but the guy that creates the infographics, right? Sigat, all offering amazing donations, along with Danny Torres, who has donated her one-of-a-kind painting to this. We also have Chucky Loco, who is in the process of developing a piece of art for this. He's been working on it for some time. Since it's in work, we haven't been advertising it yet, but he has been involved in this for, I'd say, well over a month. And I want to call attention to the people that are also going to be performing, because some of these people have, when I first was announcing, hey, I'm trying, we, it's not a me, it's a we are going to be trying to raise 10,000 XRP for the XRP Community Fund. These people were on the ground. Some of these people were on the ground before anything. There are other people that I've reached out to in the community, and they, because of other obligations, are not available to participate. But we've tried to involve the best and the greatest so that we can provide the best show for you. And I'm so grateful and proud that Riley Q Adam Kilpatrick, Notorious, and Cyflux are all, people that were included from the get-go, along with Jungle Inc. Jungle Inc. is doing a presentation, and we've talked at great length about what that will be about and how that will work. Some of the presenters who have, immediately jumped up and we reached out to them. As we said, we tried to reach out to everybody, but reached out to them and immediately said yes, right? There's no begging involved. I don't know if you guys know me. I already, in my video with Mo, I'm like, I'm stalking you guys. The fact of the matter is I'm out there stalking you, but I would make a horrible stalker. I'd lose focus and start working on some WYSIWYG, project and be like, oh yeah, one day. But I want to say a big shout out to crypto, or I think it, oh goodness, I'm going to get this backwards. This sucks. So Crypto Ginger, I think I have it wrong and I apologize. I've been talking to you. Investment Perspectives, Backup Bradley and his wife for donating their time. We also have SPQR, who has also opted in, and others who are in the loop. We have Jungle Inc., Chip from the XRP Minute, or the on the chain. I'm getting some of these names wrong. I'm sorry, but I will be talking more about this on Monday, because Monday is the day when we will be, putting out some of the results in regards to who's won what categories, as well as announcing different award presenters who will be, giving awards. And so very grateful for everybody who, has really gotten behind this, really helped talk about this, really helped, get out the vote, because this is the XRP Community Choice Awards. And the fact of the matter is that last year we won, in the most influential in blockchain. CoinDesk had their top 20 most influential in blockchain, and we won fourth place, right? The XRP army out there, really doing great things. They didn't talk about us doing great things, but they talked about how strong our community was. And, to some people, when that came out in late 2018, it seemed hurtful, but that is the catalyst for this event. It was like, no, if there's going to be FUD out there, then let's have our own award event, and let's really celebrate the great things that are going on in our community. So buy your ticket. Tickets are 5 XRP by sending 5 XRP to here for XRP using the XRP tip bot. It's on Ledger. Based on that, you get a ticket, as I've shown in the ticket tracker, and you will be eligible to win awesome prizes. We have awesome prizes, limited edition, one-of-a-kind prizes that you will not be able to get anywhere else. And then we have some more generic ones, but these are one-of-a-kind, things. There will be no more reprints after these are done. And so just a massive thank you. So Art, Jungle is a true legend. Yes, he is. And, I was really surprised that he didn't end up in the most valuable player list of people. He's really somebody that's out there supporting small and big content creators, and really trying to provide great content in his own form and fashion. We want everybody to have their own form and fashion. And so I'm a big Jungle admirer. I heard him. I don't know if that shows up. I heard him. I wish I could do it as well as, what is her name? I'm horrible with names. I hope you guys are realizing that. Yes. All right. Who else? Kickboy. Yes. Thank you so much, David D. I appreciate you. Kickboy. Oh my goodness. How could I forget my lovable Kickboy? Yes. He is another one who immediately opted in. He reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to participate in this. And so I apologize. He is not to be forgotten. Let's also add Kickboy Triple into that. And, he's using, with Kickboy Triple, he's using his work to create something that's amazing for the community, something to celebrate the community. So definitely don't want him to fall off. A special thank you to Susie from Esoteric Trading for providing all publicity is good publicity when it highlights the Here for XRP awards and mobilize the community. That is really the truth, and that is the truth. All publicity is good publicity. And so there are some haters out there, and Susie is not one of them. But there are some haters out there, and as long as they're talking about it and talking about the fact that tickets are 5 XRP, keep it going. My cat is licking George's face on the computer. It was trying to kiss Mo. You know, just get real, Lionel. So we are over, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Please hit the subscribe and the like button. I'm so grateful for everybody who showed up today to celebrate this. I know you guys didn't know what we were celebrating, but this is a major win for our community. We have raised more XRP and we need to keep this initiative going. This fundraising will end, but we need to find a way to continue to move this forward so that we can continue to have solutions built out that serve us as individual investors and users of XRP, plus small businesses that we want to service and utilize in our community. So are there any other comments that I've missed? Oh, Stefan, how are you? Smells like 9. Another 10 closer to the target. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your donation, and it's really an investment in ourselves. So you could go to the spa. I support everybody going to the spa, or you can invest in the digital asset that we have zero doubt about, that is the standard and is world changing. And hit the like. Yes, hit the like. Thank you, Ferdy. So I'm so grateful you guys are here. I'm sorry if I rambled on a little bit too much and was not interactive enough, but really wanted to celebrate where we've gotten everybody's donations. We would not be at this point without the donations of the individual. The individual is the most powerful. So in order to reach this 2,300, if I pull up a calculator, because watch, I'll say it wrong. See, and I already have it. I've already been using my calculator this morning. That's the best part. Yes. We only have to, if we sell 500 tickets, 500 more tickets, we've hit the goal of 20,000 XRP, of 20,000 XRP raised for the XRP Community Fund. So that's our goal. We want 500 more tickets. We want to sell 500 more tickets. And, at this point, I believe we have like 700 tickets. So your chances of winning a prize are very, very high. All right. XRP Wetback, XRP Mojado. You did a great job. Thank you, SG, for what you contribute to the community. Have a great weekend. Thank you. And on that, Tom, awesome to have you here as well. I hope you heard. Tom, I'm so excited. I'm really excited, Tom. Tom, I'm really excited. We raised 17,640. Where is that number? Anyways, we raised a lot of XRP for the XRP Community Fund. So big thank you to you and Vite Wind, and I forget the other person that is also in the picture, that awesome picture. But a big thank you for initiating this and working to engage our developers. We really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you, Crypto Ginger, the Crypto Ginger right there. Thank you so much. And really appreciate everybody that is involved and contributing to this massive win. And one person I forgot to mention, and I'm not seeing him here, but Crypto Sifu. I think Crypto Sifu might be the first person that I told that I wanted to do this and was like, you could totally do it. So I apologize for not mentioning him. You guys will hear about the crew. We'll focus in on that on Monday. But actually Monday, we're going to be focused in on bad news. What is going on? Some things that you guys might want to be paying attention to, and we will check the highlights of what's going on with this. But this show, you reach 17,000 XRP for the XRP Community Fund. I'm sorry, I'm taking over the show. We're going to talk about the XRP Community Fund and the need for developers. And with that, I am out. Calvin, awesome you made it here, my dear. I hope everybody has a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Go out, celebrate the fact that we are a digital asset community that is strong and that is doing great things for its community and for the developers and the people that are building out solutions to help us better understand it. Recognizing the content creators that help us stay informed and learn about the technology. Everybody, those are the people that we want to really recognize during the award show. And in that process, we are raising money for future build outs of the solution. So with that, go buy your tickets. Go buy a ticket. 5 XRP gets you a ticket. And Jungle, you've got lots of tickets. I see you doing cost price averaging of your tickets, but don't worry, that will all add up and you will have multiple tickets. So with that, guys, I am out of here. I'm off to have a great weekend and I hope you do too. All right. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Yes.